Yeah, it's yapping time.
Yapping
Welcome to
time.
another episode of Owl Bear Soup. It's yapping time.
I
Uh,
love that. That's what we
yeah,
should talk like introduce every show.
is that our new show introduction? It's yapping time. I feel like maybe I should get a filter that makes me look like the Thing from the Fantastic Four,
Oh, oh, that's good. Okay, I like that a whole lot better
because he
because
always
it
said it's
felt like
clobbering time.
right. So it's yapping time. I was getting ready for some
It's
kind of
roll.
like
Yeah.
it's yapping time, and then like some big banjo thing going on. We gotta like dance around. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh man. So how's it going? How are you doing?
I mean,
How are
we're both just
things?
overly excited because we got to play some games yesterday. So
We did. We did. It was real good. It was fun. So, Rich, tell them about our game. While I sip some
we.
tea from this cup that I stole from my wife because she's out of town.
Oh my gosh. What have you done? We have we played a game
Wonder
of
Woman cup.
Pathfinder. I know it's very good. It's a good cut. We got to play Pathfinder 2 last night, and this is my first time ever playing Pathfinder 2. And I will say that I had a great time. I
Hmm.
also rolled really well, which always helps on a, on a
Yeah.
first try in a new system. Um, but yeah, we got together. We played over Discord with a group from Roll20, and we are playing a second ed remake of a first edition adventure path that I've always wanted to play. Um, War for the Crown. That's it. I keep calling it Crown's Fall, but I think that's just what the campaign is called,
Uh,
which is great.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't realize there was a what the campaign is called versus like the the specific adventure path. So
right.
I just thought it was War for the Crown or something like that.
I think it is. I'm not sure.
It's
Um,
it's
yeah,
Saturday night Pathfinder for me.
it is. It is. And it was wild. Like this time, this one is very social. This has rules for social combat. So we didn't actually fight in this one, although we completed objectives like we're playing capture the flag, kind of, which is nice. Maybe more like King of the
Yeah.
Hill than capture the flag, but
Mhm.
um, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild so far. What do you think?
Well, so I'm playing an Elven Wizard, which is not a huge surprise to anybody who knows me.
No.
I it was very interesting digging through the rules to build these characters, and there's a lot of bells and whistles that I didn't get to play with last night that I really want to play with. Like I didn't cast any spells, which is okay, but
Yeah.
I had no reason to. I got to use a lot of my skills, and I made a very skill focused character, especially on social skills, which is a little bit different
Mhm.
from some wizards. And I got to use those skills, and it was kind of fun. I really enjoyed the way the DM set up NPCs. So what he did was he gave us each one or two NPCs through a private message on Discord, and when another player in the party met up with that NPC, the player would roleplay it instead of the DM, and the DM would just
Yeah.
judge the rules. Um,
Mhm.
and that was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I was a little disappointed
That was
that I
really
didn't get to roleplay my secret person, but we'll have to leave that as a surprise for next week.
Yeah, I enjoyed that because I talked to mine well enough. I mean, you're stuck with me, which is I'm sorry. Um, it's your
Oh
secret
no,
NPC.
you did
Um,
great. That was perfect.
but I think I talked with mine well enough that I ended up getting like a +4 on the check afterwards. I thought that was really
Yeah.
fun for the DM to be like, "Nice work, both of you. Big bonus. Let's go." But yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I'm playing a champion, so I couldn't even take my glaive into this party. And as a champion of
Hmm.
Shaylin, who was not allowed to bring their deity's favored weapon inside, I was very disappointed. But I've got a dagger, and at least I could wear my shiny breastplates. I've already stopped one assassination attempt or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Or something. Something is going on, and we're trying to
Mhm.
figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there was like bees being
Mhm.
angered, and I
Yeah.
who knows what? Like, there's just a lot of things going on. I ended up hanging out with some dweeby guy in the archives, um,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to get information out of him. So yeah,
Yeah,
it was fun. It was fun. It was a fun session for a session in which we did not roll initiative.
that's
Um,
right. That's right.
the DM's relatively new to Roll20, so I'm pretty interested in seeing how he handles a lot of different bells and
Mhm.
whistles, because I know I handle it differently than some other DMs I've played with, that type of stuff.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It was fun,
yeah.
and ooh, the sound is a little bubbly.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
look into that real quick.
Well, fair enough, because I want to chat about this a little bit because this is a thing that Paizo has tried a couple times in a few different adventures, and I don't see it as much in many other systems. But the idea of taking a social situation like a party and turning it into something that feels meatier, something more like a board game in a sense. So we are all in here in this ridiculous big board. There's NPCs littered all over it that we can see. And we have a couple choices on our turns, and that is to interact with an NPC specifically and try to gain their favor or complete a mission, which we're also trying to do, of course. Or we can go to the different areas in the map and try to like just influence the entire area. Um, so I did that once, and what I got out of it was the ability to like use. Um, I gave a big speech, and so I could use performance, or we could unlock one of the other zones and allow performance to be used there. You know, potentially talking about the story I just told or the debate I just had. I'm not really sure, but this came up here, and it's also in the Black Rose Wedding, which is a good Pathfinder Society adventure, and it's got a lot of these same things. Like you have 3 turns tonight to influence these NPCs. The more you influence them, you learn some of their secrets, and those drive the adventure. And I tried to write one of those for Empyrean Investigations, and they are stinking hard. um, because they are either this instant thing, like, okay, cool, go in. You want to talk to Jeffrey over here? Great, make a check. Duke Jeffrey, roll your die. Cool, you learn this, and that could be over in 5 seconds, or it could be this 10-minute long role playing session where 2 people are talking and the rest of the party is kind of just hanging out, waiting their turn. So I've never
All right,
felt that
everybody.
this was done perfectly right. Yeah,
I'm gonna
are
interrupt
we
you
all
real
back?
quick.
Was I
We're gonna
talking the whole
stop.
time?
We're gonna stop streaming for a second, and I'm gonna reset the stream, and we'll be right back. Please hold. And go ahead and say something for me, Rich.
I'm just saying something. How is that a good something? What if the problem is the amount of processing power it takes to turn my curly hair into the background? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's it. It's also the fact that I forgot that my tea was 50% bubble wrap. But
Right, right, of
see,
course.
I stole your joke because I have the power of recording. Let's see here.
Amazing. Hop back into our
Do-do-do.
channel. There we go.